Hello guys, Omni here. I have a little bit of news that I wanted to share with you guys, mostly because I kind of find it a little bit funny because I just watched the first episode of DC Universe's Swamp Thing last night, and I was just thinking, this is all right. I really like the direction this is going. I really like the effects. I like the horror element to it and the body horror that's involved. There's a lot of interesting visuals and gruesome visuals. And I really felt like it was working. Crystal Reed's performance in this first episode, at least, was phenomenal. I'm not too sold on the guy playing Alec Holland, the guy who becomes Swamp Thing, but, who knows? He's meant to be the big green guy, so I'm not that upset about it. But we knew things probably didn't bode well going into this season because during the production, they had an original 13 episode order, and they were told to shorten it to 10 episodes. I think they were in the middle of filming the 8th episode and were told, all right, you got to wrap this up in the next 2 episodes because we're only giving you 10 now. So that already didn't bode well. Funny enough, like I said, the first episode's been out for about a week. The second episode comes out tomorrow. And I just started this last night just to wake up to see that the series has been canceled. One episode's out in the field and it's canceled. Which they're citing a couple of different things, mostly production issues because they shot a lot of this in North Carolina from what I understand from the article I read. And they had a lot of tax issues with filming in the state, and that provided a bit of an issue towards production. And then that also piled onto their kind of lack of faith in the series itself. They didn't feel too confident about the season anyway, which I just find surprising because it is an interesting concept, and with them going in this darker, harder edge line of these DC properties like they did with Titans, even though, I don't think that worked for that property, but it really did work with Doom Patrol, and Swamp Thing is definitely one that it would work with, especially anyone else from Justice League Dark, like Zatanna or Constantine. Like, Swamp Thing's part of that group. You could do a Dead Man, and all those fit in a rated R realm in which this is. And, they could easily have gone that route. Swamp Thing's a thing that lends it to horror and that kind of visual element. But just the production wasn't sitting well. They had James Wan executive producing it, and he didn't seem to be that confident in it either from some of his notes and messages and tweets or whatnot about it. So I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. Why even start it if they didn't have full confidence in how this was going to turn out? Why even really? I don't know. It's just kind of sad because Swamp Thing is a good character. It's a really interesting story. And like I said, with this mature kind of theme that they're going for their DC Universe shows, it's definitely a good property to go with. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. And I'm really want to see how the people that did see the season, I don't know if they got to see the full season early, but there were some early reviews for it before it released that wasn't boding well either. Some of the reviews were around like the 6 out of 10 rating, like, C, kind of like a C territory if you were using like a letter grade. So they weren't phenomenal, and I guess Warner Brothers and DC didn't feel like they need to invest in this too much. This could be one of those things we get to the end of it and we get, it could be like a cult demand after the fact. But right now, where it stands with where they were in production, the cost that it cost them to produce this film where they did, or film this series where they did, apparently just doesn't seem worth it enough for them to go ahead and maybe order another season, or they're just ready to just go ahead and flat out and just say like, all right, this season 1 is all you're getting. I hope you like it. And who knows, maybe this could be like a one of those save Swamp Thing things. If it actually, by the end of it, by episode 10, maybe myself, other people out there are pretty vocal about whether or not this actually ended up good. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying it will, just because the Swamp Thing property lends itself to this type of visual storytelling very well, and this tone very well, doesn't mean they're going to execute it very well. I like this first episode, but that doesn't mean anything for the other 9 episodes. It could still fall apart. It still could be a fragile series. It could still have some pacing, continuity issues, bad production, writing, acting, all the stuff that make for a bad show. Or it could have all of that, and just all the signs told the executives that maybe this isn't going to pan out. Maybe by the end of this, it will be a great show. Maybe I don't see it being on par with Doom Patrol, but who knows? It's there. We don't know yet. The public doesn't know yet how this is going to turn out, and we don't know what the public reaction is going to be to the show by the time it's over. So who knows if this is truly the end of Swamp Thing. I guess we won't know until it's till all of the episodes are out and live and about in the public space. But I wanted to just give you guys an update. I thought it was just kind of funny that oh, wow. Before I went to bed last night, I stayed up an extra hour to watch that episode because I was just clicking through some things, and I was like, oh, that's already out. I didn't realize I passed the start date of this show. Let me go ahead and check this out. Ha ha, I had a good time. Wake up. Oh, it's gone. It's just, boom, canceled. I thought that was hilarious. It was a little sad, but I thought it was like ironic because I just finally got, I was late to the party, watched it, enjoyed myself, woke up, and it was just, by the way, that thing you just discovered and liked is just already canceled before it's over. Oh my God. Sorry. I just thought that was some cruel irony there. So that's my thoughts on the situation. I'll pass this off to you guys. What do you guys think about it? Have you watched the first episode of Swamp Thing yet? Are you familiar with the character, it's him/itself at all? And let me know down in the comments. We'll carry on this conversation down below. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Make sure if you want to support the channel, if you like this video, to hit that like button for me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You all take care.